you may have noticed something changing lately. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. Your body feels different. Not broken, not failing, just more noticeable. Things you once ignored now ask for attention. Fatigue lasts a little longer. Recovery takes more time. And almost without realizing it, a thought appears in your mind, maybe this is just what getting older feels like. Many people over 50 come to this conclusion very quickly. Too quickly. Because it sounds logical. Because everyone says it. Because it feels easier to accept than to question. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if you are actually doing better than you think? What if your body is not declining, but adjusting? People in their 50s and beyond often carry something younger people don't, decades of responsibility. Years of work, pressure, expectations, emotional weight, unspoken worries. You've lived through changes, losses, stress, uncertainty. You learned to stay strong, to push through, to not complain. And you did it well. So well that now your body no longer whispers. It speaks clearly. Not to scare you, but to be heard. Many people say, I didn't feel like this before. And that's true. But before, you didn't stop. Before, you didn't listen. Before, you believed that rest was something you earned later. And now later has arrived. The body after 50 doesn't want to be fought. It wants to be understood. Think about how often you judge yourself for being tired. For needing more time. For wanting calm instead of noise. You might say to yourself, I used to handle more than this. But handling more doesn't always mean living better. It often means surviving quietly. There is a difference between weakness and wisdom. Sensitivity is not failure. It is awareness. Many people notice they are more affected by stress now, by other people's emotions, by environments that once felt normal. That is not your body betraying you. That is your system saying it no longer wants unnecessary strain. A man once said, I thought something was wrong with me because I couldn't live at the same pace. What he later realized was that nothing was wrong at all. His priorities had changed. His body was protecting him. A woman in her late 50s shared that she thought she was becoming irritable, difficult, overly sensitive. But what she was really experiencing was the end of tolerance for what drained her. After 50, the body becomes honest. It stops compensating endlessly. It stops hiding exhaustion behind adrenaline. And this honesty can feel frightening if you interpret it as decline. But if you interpret it correctly, it becomes freedom. Ask yourself an honest question, are you truly worse, or are you simply no longer ignoring yourself? Aging is often confused with loss, when in reality it is refinement. Your body is not trying to scare you. It is trying to slow you down just enough to preserve what matters. Many people fear that if they let go of control, everything will fall apart. But often the opposite happens. When pressure decreases, balance returns. When resistance softens, energy reorganizes. Improvement does not always look like becoming stronger. Sometimes it looks like becoming calmer. After 50, health is less about pushing and more about allowing. Allowing rest. Allowing boundaries. Allowing yourself to stop proving things. The body responds remarkably well to respect. Not to fear. Not to constant monitoring. Respect is listening without panic. It is responding without punishment. If you constantly expect something to go wrong, your system stays tense. If you constantly tell yourself that decline is inevitable, your mind reinforces that belief. But many people discover that when they stop frightening themselves, they actually feel better. Not younger. Better. There is a quiet strength that comes with acceptance. Not resignation, but understanding. You don't need to become who you were at 30. You need to become who you are now, without hostility toward yourself. Aging does not mean losing life. It means changing how life moves through you. And often, what feels like loss is simply the end of unnecessary struggle. If listening to this gives you a sense of relief, that is important. Relief means your system recognizes truth. It means there is still resilience inside you. It means your body has not given up. It has been waiting. Waiting for cooperation instead of criticism. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are adjusting. And that adjustment, when respected, often leads to more stability, more clarity, and more quiet strength than you expected. You may be doing far better than you think.